the former head coach at Corona del Sol basketball, Sammy Duane Jr. Why are you doing this?
That's what everybody wants to know. You know what? I've coached as an assistant and as a varsity head coach for 24 years. Put a lot into it, and sometimes you just need to look at other options. I think for me, putting so much into it, I think I need to step back now. Administration is something that I want to explore. There may be some of those options in the future for me, so it's something I want to explore, and I think now is the time to do that at my age. I can always go back to coaching if I choose, but to look at those paths and just to see what's out there, and for me to really just step back and see what I have.
Sammy Duane Jr. with Brad Sussmat. Are you burned out?
Am I burned out? No, I'm not burned out.
Right.
Tired. It takes a lot. A lot of people on the outside don't realize. They think, a high school coach just starts in November when practice starts, and then you go through the season, and then it's over. But those days are not there anymore. It's pretty much an 11-month job. You have workouts during the day. You have your open gyms. You have your summer that goes through June. You have your camps. Then you go through the season. There's a lot of pressure to win at the high school level now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, from the outside, when you win a lot of games, people think it's a great, easy job. Don't get me wrong, I love our guys. That was the hardest part yesterday, was telling our players what I was going to do. Somebody asked me today, our school newspaper, who was awesome, they said, what are you going to miss the most, or what are your favorite memories of your 12 years? And I didn't even hesitate. It's the players. So those are the things I'll miss. But right now, sometimes professionally you have to grow and expand, and personally you have to do that. And I think this is the best thing for me.
No, I get that. Your voice needs a rest too, Sammy. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
How many times I've sat there courtside.
The referees will be glad about that.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've sat in your gym or at games and heard your voice. It's like, how much longer can that voice hang in there? Alex, no, Duane, come here. I mean, look, I get it professionally. I completely understand that. And it's not like we're throwing dirt on the casket here. You're just making a move. But I don't know if you know how big of a shock this has been to the basketball community and the high school community in the last 24 hours. Do you have any idea how big of a shock this has been?
When I was making the decision, no. But yesterday, even as I was finishing my talk with the players, my phone started blowing up. I can understand that, and a lot of people want to understand why you got a chance to win more. But, I've accomplished a lot. I am not a me person at all. That's not why you coach high school basketball. But I've been very fortunate, very blessed to have great players, even great players when we didn't win championships.
Mm-hmm.
I've built great relationships here. I've grown up in this program. It's a great thing. But sometimes it's good to go out when you're on top.
No, hey, I get it. But when you go out and you have players, and not to single anybody out, but let's not sit here and beat around the bush. I mean, Alex Barcelo is going to be one of the top players in the nation at his position. Marvin Bagley is already considered that, but they're still very, very young. They have a long ways to go. You're leaving with whomever takes over for you. The cupboard isn't bare, and they're going to face an enormous amount of pressure given your success.
I think they'll hire a good coach, and Alex and Marvin are special players. They already are the best players in the nation. They're going to be fine. Alex has been 2 years with us. He's gone through his hardest part, so the easy part's coming up for him. He's learned how to be a leader, I think, this year. Marvin has learned that. They're in position, and that's what I feel good about. I've left the program in good shape. So whoever comes in will be able to pick right up. It's not like they're going to have to rebuild. And our administration will really do the right thing and get the coach that's best for these guys. And I don't think, pressure is something you should put on yourself. I would think a lot of people will want this job, so I wouldn't look at it that way. I think it's a great opportunity for someone. I think I've done what I can do, and I've given everything I have. And a lot of times, parents want to do what's best for their sons as players, and a lot of times people forget that coaches are people too. And as you get towards your retirement, we have to do what's best for us sometimes. And right now, professionally, that's what I need to do.
Right. Before I let you go, so yesterday there was Sammy is leaving to go be the assistant to Bobby Hurley. Sammy is leaving to go be the assistant to Sean down in Tucson, because then he'll bring Alex and he'll bring Marvin. You're laughing because I'm sure you heard some of that as well as I was trying to get through the nonsense. What did you make out of all that?
First of all, none of it was true. I have never talked to Bobby Hurley. I think it was a great hire for ASU, but we have never had any conversations. I've never talked to Sean Miller about a job. I'm very happy where I was. And one thing that I've always believed, I would never take a job and get hired to bring kids. I would want to be hired for my abilities. I would not want to be hired to bring players along. And a head coach at a college told me a long time ago that I'm close to is, if you bring players to get a job, as soon as those players are gone, you're going to be looking for a job.